Hey guys, so I'm assuming you're here because you saw the title of this video and you're an indie animator, writer, or director who wants to hire voice actors for your upcoming pilot. And you've probably seen the pilot of my show, I would hope, Spark in the Defense 5. Or you've at least heard about it somewhere, and if you haven't, please go check it out. Or you just think the title of this video is clickbait and you've arrived to leave a hate comment and you've already left. But I'll tell you that 1, it's not clickbait, 2, yes it's possible, and 3, no, I don't have any industry connections that made any of this possible. It's just me. I've been getting a lot of questions about this and I figured it would just be easier to make a video answering all of them in one go. So in case you've never seen it before and are just curious about the story behind all of this, I'm the creator behind Spark in the Defense 5, an indie animated series and webcomic about a teen superhero on a mission to find his missing superhero dad. I animated the entire pilot by myself in the span of a year, just learning as I went along. And as for the voice acting, Phineas and Ferb is my #1 childhood show, so getting Vincent Mortella and David Ergo Jr. both to say yes to playing 2 main characters in my show was a dream come true. So these are Disney actors, right? How did I manage to con 2 professional actors into working with me? What elaborate scheme, crazy ploy, or even a Doofenshmirtz-inator did I have to pull? I asked nicely. No, really, that's the gist of it. Although, admittedly, there's a tiny step before asking nicely, because most professional actors are members of a union, and in the US, you'll be looking at SAG-AFTRA, and that's the union I had to sign a contract with in order to be able to work with Vincent and David. Now, before I go answering the questions I most often receive from indie creators who are looking to get their project SAG signatory, I do need to express my personal disappointment with SAG's decision to work with a company that clones voice actors' voices for AI. Last summer's strike was intended to prevent exactly that, and it just pisses me off to no end that voice actors seem to be treated like a second thought, because their contracts were also not included in last summer's strike. Still, I do feel it's important to support the actors that are tied to SAG-AFTRA, because SAG-AFTRA actors are not allowed to join non-union projects. And as far as AMPTP studios are concerned, they have 200,000 clone voices ready and 1 million more well underway. So that's why I do feel like it's important as indie productions to provide the support to actors that the big studios won't until there's an alternative solution. As it stands now, we can't possibly begin to fill the gap that the big studios will leave if they do decide to try and make AI mainstream. But as producers and directors, we can use this opportunity to prove to the actors that are stuck between this rock and a hard place that we believe that AI will never replace them and that we will always choose them. Change begins small, and that is us. We are small. So, even though I don't agree with some of the choices the union has made as of recently, I think the actors are great, and they deserve our support the best way we can regardless, because the majority of actors make less than $27,000 a year. So, does becoming SAG signatory cost money? No. SAG-AFTRA signatory applications are free. You simply go to the website, apply, and wait for your project to be assigned to a representative. They can answer any questions you may have about the application process and anything that comes beyond that. And by that, I mean, please stop DMing me your very specific questions about the sign-up process and ask them to the SAG reps directly, as I'm not affiliated with them and may give you wrong answers because every state has other specific requirements. But SAG-AFTRA knows the answer to every question you may have. And then question 2 is, I guess the actors are probably expensive, right? And that depends on the actor and your perspective on expensive. If you're just a hobbyist or just starting out and you have no budget whatsoever, then this probably isn't right for you, and you probably won't be able to hire Robert Downey Jr. regardless. There's plenty of both union and non-union actors out there willing to give you a hand if you go about things professionally and are polite when approaching them. But how much each actor will charge will vary, even within the non-union scene. Do keep in mind that joining the union as an actor is not cheap, so union actors may charge more than non-union actors just because of their union fees requiring upkeep alone. It never hurts to just reach out to an actor's agent and ask about their availability. The worst they can do is say no or not reply, and whichever one is worse is up to you. But how do you get in touch with an actor's agent? IMDb Pro probably lists which agency the actor you're looking for is with. Just send them an email and see what they say. Do make sure that you have your pitch ready, the characters fleshed out, and make sure you're ready to answer any questions the agent may have. Don't walk into that pitch meeting, because that's essentially what it is, unprepared. And keep in mind that not every actor may be open to working with you regardless of reason. We're small fries on small budgets and often with little track record, but sometimes your passion may shine through enough that someone you admire is willing to take a chance on you. It happened to me twice, and now I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? Just be professional and have your ducks in a row and don't stop. If I can do it, so can you. Don't give up. So, just to put everything in a neat little row, SAG-AFTRA signatory contracts are available for all sorts of projects of any budget, even video games, by the way. And it's free to file for one. Your SAG-AFTRA rep can help you fill the paperwork correctly and get you on your way and answer any questions specific to your situation that you may have. Reach out to an actor's agent, not to them directly, to an actor's agent, in a professional manner and have your pitch ready when asked for it. How much an actor will charge for their work is up to them and their agent, and do expect to pay a premium for union actors, and don't expect that you'll be able to work with Robert Downey Jr. Joining a union is expensive, so remember that there's tons of non-union actors waiting to join your project even if you decide to remain non-union for the time. I'm always here to help indie creators grow, and I hope that this video helped you in your decision whether or not becoming SAG-AFTRA signatory is right for your production.